Hey, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of Tales from the Padded Room. I am, of course, your host, Eric Carlino. Let's get started. Let's talk about some stuff in the news like I always like to start off with. Good news finally coming out of Southern California. I just heard some reports this morning that firefighters are beginning to get the upper hand in many of those fires that are happening. So hopefully that continues to progress. Still, all the thoughts and positive vibes going to all of those individuals affected down there, out there, I should say. Support is definitely still going to be needed. So donate if you can. Contribute in any way you can to relief efforts. Hopefully things continue to get better in that regard. Let's see. This week in voiceover for me, let's see. Had some interesting auditions come through. We had a table read. My fellow castmates and I for the pilot episode of the Leo Braun spinoff series being produced through Shoestring TV, Topaz and Stillman, an 80s adventure. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a comedy series as opposed to the serious, dramatic horror nature of Leo Braun. But if you're a fan of Leo Braun, if you're a Brauniac, check it out once we launch. Episodes are starting to get into production now. I have to get my dialogue recorded for episode 1 at some point, probably do that over the course of this long holiday weekend for me. Let's see. Other news coming out of Shoestring TV. I have the honor of being cast in one of the lead roles for an upcoming series that we are beginning the process of producing as well. Myself, along with the amazing Mike Cunningham, will be starring in this series together. So I'm looking forward to getting that started, looking forward to sharing that with you all, getting your thoughts and, opinions on that. Hopefully it's another hit for us. Let's see. It's probably about it that we've got. I've got some other recordings I have to finish up this weekend, some editing to turn in. Get back to just some fun topics, talking about more NFL action like I did last week. And we've got the divisional round going on, some pretty wild games yesterday. Washington with the upset. I'm happy about that in some ways, not happy about it in others, because that means that if my Eagles win today, the NFC Championship game is at home in Philadelphia. Speaking of the Eagles, they take on the Rams later today, and Philadelphia is expecting a good amount of snow today, 3 to 6 inches, somewhere in that neighborhood. And it's supposed to be at its highest during game time. So that's going to be interesting. Let's see, what else did I have? You might have noticed something. Yeah. This was the other thing I wanted to talk. This is new. This was yesterday, in fact. There's pictures on my regular Facebook page, and on my Instagram, you can see it more in detail there. But anyway, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about today. Let's just a fun topic. Let's talk about tattoos. Do you have any? What are they? Are there any inspiration behind them? Is there a story behind them? All of mine, I have 3, and every single one of them has a story behind it. I don't get tattoos just to get tattoos. They have to have meaning for me. Do yours have meaning? Share something in the comments if they do. Let's talk about, the pain factor. Recently, last couple of years, there's been advancements in the numbing creams and such. Do you believe in using that? Or are you of the persuasion of pain is part of the process, people? I go either way. I will say that I did attempt using numbing cream for this session, and I made the mistake of applying it too early ahead of my session, and it wore off about halfway through. So yeah, it hurt. So yeah, there's that. That's about all I have to really get into in this session. Coming up on 5 minutes, so it's probably about a good time to wrap it up. So leave those comments, share if you want to. Check out that that programming that we have coming up from Shoestring TV. We've got the Devil's Den. I believe episode 2 is coming out this week. Jason Beard, if you're watching this video, confirm that for me. Topaz and Stillman going into production. Episode 2 will probably be starting in a couple weeks. We're going to record a lot of those just so we can push out episode after episode rather than wait for production to go along like we did a little bit differently with Leo Braun. So check those out. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of great voice actors in the series, a lot of great friends of mine that are participating in that. So please definitely check it out. I'm going to wrap up this session. So stand tough, guys. Stay in the game. I will see you next week.